First off, I would like to thank the video before this one. If anyone is still awake, I would like to talk about the unique language that this culture uses. I would like to send it over to my lovely assistant Tess.
Thanks, Bob. I will now be talking about the Tagala dialogue. Tagala is the national language. Different islands speak different dialects.
Wow, I did not know that. Could you tell me about how well they understand the English language?
Filipino is based on Tagala and is the official language of the Philippines, and only about 55% of the people speak it there. English is also spoke there and is generally used for education, governmental, and commercial purposes, and is widely understood since it is the medium of instruction in schools. Filipinos use a mixture of English and Filipino words or phrases, known as Taglish. This is a mixture Tagala and English. They use this in everyday conversation.
That was riveting, Tess. I did not know that they used English that much in everyday life. I feel like jumping up and down and doing a little dance. Now I would like to know if we as Americans have to think about when we are communicating with Filipinos.
Well, let's start by talking about different hand gestures. If I wanted you to come over here, I would motion towards you with my hand and palm down. Let's say I pointed my finger directly at you. This is not good, Bob. This is very offensive to the Filipinos. If I wanted to tell you where something is, or I wanted to point you in a different direction, I would point in that direction by using pursed lips. So don't get the wrong impression, Bob. They are not trying to kiss you. Prolonged staring is considered to be aggressive.
I will remember that next time, not to go and to kiss my Filipino nurse, because she is just telling me to go over there and sit down. Now Tess, tell me if Filipinos use touch when they communicate.
Physical contact between members of the same sex is a common sign of affection. We do this because we like each other, Bob. But if we don't know you, we will respect your personal bubble.
Well, that's nice, Tess. Now let's talk about Filipinos and culturally appropriate ways to enter and leave situations, including greetings, farewells, and convenient times to make a home visit.
Well, Bob, it is customary to greet older relatives with a kiss on the cheek. Forehead is more traditional, is to bow in front of them, take their hand and press it to the forehead to receive a blessing. Passing in front of an older or higher status person, one walks slowly and bows the head, either clasping the hands together in front or extending one of the open palms in the direction one is going. Before entering a house, a visitor announces his/her presence by saying, "Tao po." A person is here, sir or ma'am, and waits to be invited in. Unexpected guests are always served drink and available snacks. It is polite to appear shy to accept what is offered, but the host will insist that the guest partake. The guest will leave a little on the plate to show that the host has provided more than enough. Host always wraps leftovers for the departing guest to leave with. Those returning home from long-distance trips are expected to bring back presents for those remaining at home. Taking formal leave of the hosts and any older people is a must. If the client has to have a lengthy surgery, make sure that you give time for the family to say goodbye and good luck, because they tend to ramble and don't want to let them go.
Well, that's great, Tess. I am glad that I now know that info. Now let's talk about assessments, interventions that may require modification in the acute care setting.
Well, Bob, Philippines have really big families, so be sure to make arrangements for visitations. Males usually make the decisions for the care of the patient in the hospital. So make sure you are talking to the person that is making the decisions. Offer pain meds and encourage them to take them, because they don't want to bother you with their pain, and tend to stay quiet when they are in pain.
What strategies do you suggest to overcome these barriers?
Just be respectful and professional to the client, and I think you will be fine. Just make sure that if the client does not speak English, that there is a family member that understands what are you talking about.
How would the nurse demonstrate cultural sensitivity to a client of this culture?
Just because Filipino patients do not maintain direct eye contact does not mean they are not listening, are not being truthful, or do not care. Don't get offended easily if this happens to you. Check their feelings at the door. Respect their wishes and always ask and make sure that they understand what you are doing before you do anything.
Okay, thanks Tess for all of this information on the Filipinos. Thanks to all the videos that went before us. Now if you are still awake, and these monotone videos didn't make you go crazy, the lady in the hat will be giving out some food somewhere on the table out in front of me. I think over there or maybe over there. Enjoy.